Okay, stream working once more. Excellent. So, we are playing a space game today. Mostly because I'm building a station. I'm gonna be doing this for like a couple hours. And I figured I might as well, like, stream it.
Docking request granted.
So, we'll see how much I get done here. I probably won't be done with the station today. These things take a lot of work. Oh. A pirate, but he is too late.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged. Frameshift charge detected.
So yeah, 19% complete so far. I should probably take a screenshot. Here. So there's a list of all the stuff I need. And I'm sure I will not remember all of this. Alright.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
I've kind of been going back and forth between the target system and this one. This place sells what's called CMM composites. They are in short supply.
Frameshift drive charging.
Need a couple thousand more of those composites. And they're only produced on these planetary ports, so it takes a while to get to them. I'm also hoping that once I'm done with the main outpost that I'm building right now, I can probably make production facilities that would make more of these CMM composites, so it's easier to expand like further out from here as well. Relatively high G planet. This ship has, like, it goes fast in a straight line, but it has awful vertical and lateral thrust, so it struggles a lot with high gravity planets like this. Well, relatively high gravity. if it's turned around like this to slow down properly. I guess I don't really need to. I have shields that can take the collisions, but just look at how
500 meters from
badly it
junction.
handles this.
Terrain alert. Climb immediately.
Landing gear deployed.
I suppose crashing into the ground is a fairly quick way of slowing down.
Landing operation complete. Securing ship. Welcome to our
Excellent.
port, Commander.
Lots of CMM composites. And like, I can carry all of this. I have about 700 cargo space, but there's just so little of this stuff that I usually can't fill the entire cargo hold with it.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Ship released. Expedite climb to exit altitude.
Frameshift drive charging.
Next jump is somewhere to my left. But I have to clear the planet first.
Frameshift drive charging.
Some mild stuttering happening on my end. But OBS says it's not dropping any frames, so I hope the stream is fine. I should probably take a look.
Warning. Frameshift operating beyond safety limits. Warning. Temperature critical.
Yeah, I've opened the stream on my phone and it looks smooth on my end, so I hope it's fine for everyone.
Docking request granted.
Didn't quite hit this ship. advanced braking techniques.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged. Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Drive charging.
Alright. Had to adjust the head tracking a little bit. It's a bit glitchy sometimes. I noticed I was losing tracking when I was looking to the left earlier. Oh, I don't remember which one I went to. Yeah, slight upgrade. Although, I will say this one can't slow down quite as quickly as a Hornet can. Something I've noticed. Just hauling some cargo today, no combat. I'm just telling me that if I don't finish this thing I'm building, it will vanish. A summary of the game. It's a space game where you fly a spaceship, but you can do a lot of things in this game. Right now I'm choosing to build an outpost to expand to a new system that hasn't previously been inhabited by anyone. But you can also do just regular hauling, like for profit. You can do combat against mostly bots, or you might find other pilots to shoot, but like you had to go out looking for them. And there's usually it's just for fun, not so much for like profit purposes or anything. You can explore, of course. There's a whole galaxy out there, and a very small part of it is populated. There are various mission types you can run as well. Mostly to do with the things I mentioned. Like, there are combat missions where you might have to destroy a specific amount of ships. Maybe they are criminals, or they are on the other side in a war or something like that. You can take missions like that for money, or whatever. Cargo missions, of course.
Terrain alert. Climbing.
You can even... Hold on. Advanced braking once again. You can take passenger missions as well. All types of stuff. I can show you the mission board real quick since I'm here anyway.
Touchdown sequence complete. Dispatch.
These are basically just ways to
Commander.
play the game while making a bit of extra money. Like, I could deliver cargo, which I'm already doing, but these guys would just pay better for it. But but I am looking for construction equipment. Mostly these things for now.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Most of my time in this game has probably been spent fighting just lots and lots of bots.
Landing gear retracted.
Although I've also done, I think I've done more or less everything there is to do in this game. But like, there's always a way to earn more money, buy more ships, and now there's a way to expand into new systems as well.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'll show you the map real quick as well. I mentioned there's like a lot to see. So this is kind of the human populated area down here. There's Seoul, that's where we live. I think this gives a pretty good indicator of like the human occupied area, all the colored stuff here. That's about as far as humans have spread, maybe a little bit further. But everywhere you can go in this game. There is a lot. And people have been to like, plenty of people have gone to the center, some have gone to, it's called Beagle Point, on the opposite side. So like, you can absolutely go out here. I haven't though, I've only gone like a relatively short distance.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
On the combat side of things, actually, there was a recent, like, scripted event thing with hostile aliens. Well, I guess more accurately, we started shooting at them as soon as we found them, and they got mad about that. So, for the last few years, we've had angry aliens at the edges of the bubble, the human-occupied space. And we finally, recently, fought them off from this human bubble. You can still find them elsewhere, but not quite as easily as before. And they're not always hostile either.
Safety limits. Temperature control.
Some of their big motherships, they explode very violently, and the remains can still be found around the bubble. One of them is actually in Seoul, this red icon above the name. There are a few of them. There were eight. We designated all of them. had to move a certain distance away from the ship before jumping out. This thing is fairly fast in a straight line, so it expedites things a little bit. That's nice. Some of my other ships have much better maneuverability though. This thing turns like a brick. This Super Cruise overcharge that I'm using is a fairly recent feature. It's made this part of the game significantly quicker, getting to like stations and planets and stuff inside the system. It's such a nice feature, although with these older ships it's a bit difficult to manage, putting it that way. There are some new ships which handle it much better. They don't overheat nearly as quickly and they drain way less fuel. Those two things aren't really a problem with this kind of distance though.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay, Commander, proceed to landing pad 08.
I get a slight feeling we're gonna have to divert power to systems. This thing will absolutely not slow down in
Terrain
time.
alert. Climb immediately.
Yep.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking completed. Deploying ground crew.
Ah, unfortunate. These CMM composites, they take a while to restock, and everyone's buying them right now
At maximum capacity.
because space stations need a lot of them to be built. I might have to switch to like hauling metals for a bit.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear for takeoff.
Frameshift drive charging.
Please resume on-ship navigation.
This whole colonization thing is like, it's very recent, and this is technically, I think they're calling it a beta test, but like, we're gonna keep all of the progress, so that's nice. It's just that they might adjust how how things work exactly.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm really hoping they increase the rate of CMM composite generation again. They've already done it twice, I think.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Kind of keeping an eye out for other ships here. They just don't seem chill, but sometimes I get pirates coming after me and they're kind of annoying to deal with.
Docking request granted.
I think this planet, I assume it's a planet, it might be a moon, but I assume it's landable. Not all of them are, but this one looks like I should be able to put some sort of planetary settlement on there once I'm done with this outpost.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
There's still a whole bunch of stuff I need. I'll have to like go around with probably a smaller ship to like get a bunch of these things I don't need much of, but there's like a bunch of different ones. For now though, CMM composites, bane of my existence.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Sorry if there are some miscellaneous noises as well. It's probably my brothers or my throttle. I've tried to figure out like as much noise cancellation as I can, but it's not exactly 100% efficient, it seems. I used to use NVIDIA Broadcast, which it has like some sort of noise cancelling feature, but I no longer have an NVIDIA graphics card, so I can't use it.
Authorization clear. Proceed to landing pad 1-2. Terrain alert. Climb immediately.
Excellent.
Solid contact. Dispatching ground crew. Welcome to our port, Commander.
Oh, wow.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Might be done with these quicker than I expected, actually, these composites. I totally thought these are gonna take like just hours upon hours to collect.
Ship detach complete. You may exit the explosive
Everything else
zone.
should be like well stocked compared to these.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
I was also fairly surprised by something. So I've already built one of these outposts, and after only like a day, like after I built it, I was able to expand from that outpost, even though it barely had any people in it. It gave me just enough range to get to this system that I'm working on now. But I think I'll actually like invest more into this system, because it's gonna get like hard to expand if I have to make multiple jumps just to get to wherever I need to get the stuff from. So I'd rather build up some production in this place before moving on. not usually that loud when I hit something.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged. Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I could probably fill my carrier with the metals I need. I haven't done that before. So far I've just like gone directly between wherever I'm getting the stuff from and the system I'm colonizing. But I've heard of people using carriers for this, since players can own fleet carriers, and they can move them if they wish. It takes a while for them to jump because of server reasons, but you can store cargo on them, and I don't know how efficient that is, but it might be worth a try. Hello. Another player. Probably doing the same thing I am. My age? I am an adult. That's probably good enough.
Warning. Frameshift operating beyond safety limits.
That person's going to the other planetary port. There are only 2 in this system that sell these CMM composites. And I know I was just in the one he went to not long ago.
Orbital flight engaged.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 07.
Landing gear deployed.
Terrain alert. Climb immediately.
Not crashing into the ground at full speed this time, only at some speed. Excellent. Oof. Only 33. I'll take it anyway. Fill the rest with liquid oxygen. Because I need some amount of this as well.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear for takeoff.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Amazing. There's already a criminal in the system that I'm still building the first outpost in. No pirates so far though. That's good. One time recently, a pirate tried to pull me out of Super Cruise and ended up slamming me into a planet instead. So it dumped me out of Super Cruise and I had to wait a really long time for the FSD, the frame shift drive, to cool down. Very annoying when that happens.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed.
Uh-oh. Sliding over to another pad, that's not good. I already have a fine for doing that.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
That's why it says anonymous access as well. I have a fine for sliding over to another pad some time ago, and now I can't refuel here. There's no way to pay off the fine here either, so like, there's nothing I can do about it unless I go to another system with a specific service.
Landing gear retracted. Ship raised. Engines engaged.
These planetary landings always take a lot longer than just going to a station or something. But hopefully, once I'm done with the CMM composites, I won't have to go to any more of these planetary ports. It'll speed things up a bit. Some people are like hoarding these things too, the CMM composites, and just selling them for a ridiculous price. I refuse to participate in that. But I've seen people selling them for like $500,000 per unit when they're normally only a couple thousand.
Authorization cleared. You are go for approach to pad 04. Terrain alert. Climb immediately.
Climb immediately, I'm doing what I can. This thing just... The vertical and lateral thrusters. They are what they are.
Landing operation complete. Dispatching ground.
It has really good cargo space though, that's why I'm playing it. Barely any again. I forget how much of this I needed. Let's take a look. Liquid oxygen 290. I think I'll just fill the rest with British aluminium. The developers of this game are British, so all of the game uses British English. It also has some implications when the entire galaxy speaks English. Although I suppose that's probably it. It might depend on what language you set the game to. Have to clear the planet again. I'll see if I can find some place that has more of these composites, because this system is running very low right now. Doesn't look good. But I guess it might be worth a look elsewhere. was thinking like I couldn't see this at first. I thought it gave me a pad on the other side. I do wonder how it assigns these pads.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful.
Okay.
Engines disengaged.
So I have another system to check now, since the, the previous one seems to be running very low. I'll see him. Oh, I don't need more aluminium. Not very smart of me.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
So, this place then. It might have more of the stuff I need, but we'll see. Oh, that's cool as well. Those two blue clouds are other galaxies. I kind of wish we could go there, but I don't think there's any in-game or in-universe explanation for how we could do that. But it would be nice to see how the Milky Way looks from that far away. I think Andromeda is also, well, speaking of, it's right there. It is in the skybox as well, but it's quite small. Another galaxy up right there as well. Triangulum, I assume, but I'm not sure. I actually managed to take a picture that had Andromeda in it. It wasn't very visible, but that was pretty cool. I had to go to a place with like very little light pollution though. I don't remember the name of the place. Okay, it's about 200 light seconds away. So one of these. This one. Okay. I'll probably just sell you aluminum here as well. I could have dumped it, but might as well get some of the money back. Trying to see if there are like any other interesting things to look at. I think that might be the coal sack, the black cloud just below the galaxy. Would have to take a look at that. It's kind of cool to see like all these things you can see from Earth as well. They play these star clusters slash nebulas somewhere as well, but I can't see it right now. It's probably behind me. And that one is actually pretty bright. Oh, hello. Oh, I think that's it. There's like a tiny blue cloud. I think that's the Pleiades. And I've actually taken pictures of that as well. So I'm not like, it's bright enough that it's visible even from big cities. Hard to see with like your eyes, but my phone has a feature that like stacks a bunch of photos together. Needs a tripod though, or some kind of stabilization. I am being scanned by the police. I don't think those scans have like ever caught me doing anything wrong. Obviously because I don't do anything wrong ever and I'm completely a lawful citizen.
Landing successful. Dispatching ground crew.
So
Advised, Commander, there is a state of uprising in this system. Be careful who you side with.
okay. Oh, excellent.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Promise I won't forget you. I've learned not to make promises. I have some trouble remembering things. But also I should say, it is important not to become too attached to people who are like YouTubers or streamers, because they are generally not your friend, they are just a person on the internet. It's important to know. But I appreciate you being here, and I do remember that you've been in the chat a couple other times as well. I appreciate it. It is, I guess, like, is it like a privilege? I guess that's the correct word. Like, it's a privilege to have people enjoy this content. Just watching me fly a spaceship, sometimes a jet. It's pretty cool. And I really do hope it's like enjoyable content or whatever. I have fun playing games, and evidently at least some people have fun watching them as well. I see some tiny purple cloud next to Andromeda. It's probably a nebula inside this galaxy. I can take a look at that real quick while we fly towards the colonization ship. Where is Andromeda? I have no idea. See if I can spot something else nearby. Right. So it should be like this way now? Or maybe it doesn't show up on this map at all. I feel like it should. Oh yeah, there, just... That's the purple cloud I was looking at. Some small nebula. It's cool. Back to the landing business now. Or smacking full speed into the ship, one of the two. This time, I've been assigned a pad on the other side. Oh, facing the wrong way.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
41% making progress. Almost done with the CMM composites. And then it's just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff and a lot of steel. And a fair amount of titanium as well. I guess I could try to get the miscellaneous stuff after this.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
I'll actually go hop into a different ship now, instead of waiting. I have a smaller cargo holder that's a lot more maneuverable. And I think it probably has like reasonable jump range as well. At least when it's empty.
Temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging.
I've parked my fleet carrier in this system. It's where I keep all of my ships. Very useful for moving them around. I used to just keep the carrier in some totally empty system in case someone runs to the field there. They have a place to go. But I suppose now we can just build outposts in places like that.
Warning. Frameshift operating beyond safety limits.
The ship is complaining that I'm going too fast near this large body, this gas giant. But it's fine. Gravity will also affect how fast the ships can go in supercruise.
Welcome, Commander. Remain aware of other ships in your vicinity. Docking
So being close to a big planet like that slows you down a lot.
has been assigned to you.
That's also why I have to slow down whenever I'm landing on planets and stuff. Mild overshoot.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright. Slide to the left. At least with this other ship I'll have less maneuverability issues as well.
Docking accomplished. Ship is
Where is
secure.
it?
Your ship
Here.
has docked, Commander.
Type 8. The new best medium-sized hauler in the game. So I need CMM composites, but only a little bit. And this place had some, we'll see if they have enough.
Frameshift drive charging.
Goodbye, Commander. Bon voyage.
This ship is also in the thumbnail, actually. I just remembered. The thumbnail, when I built my first ground port, I took a screenshot there and sent it to some friends, and I figured why not use it for this, since it's it's a cargo ship, and we are doing space cargo shenanigans. This is one of those new ships that's built for the Super Cruise overcharge functionality as well. Doesn't complain about safety limits. This initial outpost, I've chosen a smaller one because they are much quicker to build than the big ones. But even so, it takes quite a bit. I'm sure it would be easier, like, if I wasn't doing this alone, but I don't want to, like, ask other people to help with my own stuff like this. Oh. Of course. I'll try to go up a bit. This will be faster to go back up in the Super Cruise and glide down from that. And now I get a long FSD cooldown because that was an emergency stop, so I was going too fast. Alright. Attempt number 2. Perhaps this time it will go slightly better. Oh, 800, okay. I don't need that much. So, we can leave the rest for someone else. How much was it? 113. Alright, and I should probably update the screenshots I took. And I'll see if I can jump around and grab a bunch of stuff that, like, we don't need that much of. Yeah, like computer components, I only need 65 of those. This place sells polymers and those other electrical things. I could pick those up here. Uh, 174 polymers. Some semiconductors, 68. I can just barely fit those. I need some superconductors as well, but I can't fit all of them right now.
At maximum capacity.
Ship restraints withdrawn. Clear for ascent.
Frameshift drive charging.
Speed restrictions lifted. Lower
I'll have to look up where where some more of this stuff is.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's far away. I was looking at like there's some small outpost that sells a lot of the things I need, but it's on the other side of the bubble or something. It's really far away, so I can't make that. But there are a couple places closer by. barely barely any movement in the progress bar, but have to get all of this stuff at some point anyway.
Ship released.
Most of that bar is gonna be steel and titanium, which are there's like plenty of that in the galaxy. So once I'm done with all this miscellaneous stuff, I can get to calling those two things. Oh, I have a fine here as well, which is actually kind of promising because I might be able to pay it off.
Take on Kilo Romeo Echo. We prepared a landing pad for your arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station. Request approved. Adjust heading for approach to pad 202.
Landing gear deployed.
Thinking about it, I totally could have just brought the big ship here instead.
Landing complete. Dispatching ground crew.
Right. Food cartridges, I need some of these. 91. Didn't any of this other stuff? Doesn't look like it. What else do they have? Some of this, surely I need. Power generators. 18 of these. Water purifiers as well. 40. Got like a shopping list on the other screen. Computer components. 65, I think. Anything else? I don't think I need any of this other stuff. It looks like there's nothing I can just like fill my cargo with anyway. Okay, I'll look for some other stuff. the place where my carrier is. Supposedly this place has some of the other things I need.
Ship released. You are cleared to leave.
Frameshift drive charging.
You have left the no-fire zone. Safe travels, Commander.
This one is what I'm looking for. There's always a bunch of signals in the list, but I can't really filter all of them out. Or more like I'm too lazy to swap it around every time. Like I could remove planetary bases or signal sources from the list, but I kinda need those quite often. Nobody else here? These are all NPC ships. You can tell from the icon on the sensor. Filled squares are NPCs. There was a player earlier, he had a hollow square instead of the full one that you see on these guys. I don't think I get anything from scanning them. I don't know why I bother. Sometimes you could get encoded materials, but I think that's only if you scan them in normal space.
Lakon Kilo, Romeo Echo. Your fleet are on Flight Operations Department. Please comply with station protocols. Permission authorized. Make your way to landing pad 1-1.
Landing gear deployed.
100 meters from touchdown.
Alright, let's see what they've got.
Contact. Initiate system shutdown. Glad you arrived safely, Commander.
Oh yeah, I need superconductors. I'll have to check how many. Non-lethal weapons. 14 of these. Medical diagnostic equipment. I guess the rest can be superconductors. How much space do I have actually? Enough, I guess. Let's see. Superconductors, 113. Just enough space. Probably a few tons of like titanium or something to fill the rest.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
3 jumps. This... If I had just a bit more jump range.
Speed restrictions when passing through the airlock.
Flight assist off. Frameshift drive charging.
I think I could actually upgrade the frame shift drive. No, no, never mind. Oh my god. Yeah, so... Oh, unless actually, there's there's a special variant you can buy. It needs a bunch of rare stuff, but I could get one of those. I don't know if I really need that though.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
I got slowed down really badly by some planet that was on the way.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright. I think I'll need to get like probably these two. Then it's just mostly metals. So let's see. Fruit and vegetables. wonder if there's a place to fill some water as well, actually. So I need that too. Yes, okay, excellent.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
So I'll probably finish this trip, then switch back to the bigger ship and start hauling the different types of metals I need.
Frameshift drive charging.
Going a bit too fast for this. There's a limit to how quickly ships can decelerate in super cruise. Otherwise I would just be going full speed at these places. You can do that if you have a friend, because for some in-game reasons. So you can navlock to a friend, which means you'll drop out near them as soon as you get close enough. And I don't know why this feature doesn't care about speed, but I'm very glad it works the way it does.
Lake on Kilo Romeo Echo. This is flight control. Please note that access to the station is by authorization only. Access granted. Set down on landing pad 38.
Landing gear deployed.
We would like to extend
300 meters from touchdown.
the allocated time.
Landing successful. Commence system shutdown.
48 of these. Probably just water for the rest. I remember I need like a bit over 700 or so,
At maximum
and the cutter can't. It can carry 712, which is not quite enough, but this will make it have enough.
landing gear retracted.
Ship release.
Oh, actually, I have an idea.
Station perimeter.
Since I'm closer to the carrier than to the colonization system, I'll just go switch to the cutter instead. The big ship. I can grab some titanium or something on the way.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think I need to switch ships first before buying more stuff. That's probably important. And I'm overshot. Whoops. Stop paying attention for even a moment.
Docking request accepted. You are welcome to approach, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking confirmed. Ship at dock. Hello, Commander. How may we assist you?
Here. So I can swap ships like this even though I have cargo, because this thing has more cargo space. But if I tried swapping to like one of my combat ships or something, the game would not let me because they don't have enough cargo space to carry everything I've got now.
Landing gear retracted.
Clear of the landing pad.
Flight assist on.
This feature is really good for getting out of gravity wells and such. So, when leaving a planet or flying next to a big gas giant or something, or from, like, after jumping into a system, leaving the star, all that is very quick. But once you get up to that maximum speed, it doesn't help quite as much.
Maya, Kilo, Romeo, Echo. This station is under Alliance control. Please comply with SARCOM flight regulations. Request approved. Make your way to landing pad 40.
Some stuttering going on again. I do wonder what causes that. I feel like I should look into it, but I have no idea where to even start. So let's see, I needed some copper as well. I hope that we got some here.
Ignition system shut down. Glad you're alive
Yes.
safely, Commander.
Convenient. 251. I think just titanium now. Titanium and steel.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Detach sequence complete. Observe speed restrictions when passing through the airlock.
Observe speed restrictions. Wonder what that means. A few times I have actually gotten in trouble for that after a ship of this size ran into something very small at full speed. That tends to cause some issues.
You are clear to plot your own course.
Only a few times though. Doesn't happen very often. And they do say make way for larger vessels, and I think in this case I am the larger vessel.
Frameshift drive charging. Warning. Frameshift operating beyond safety limits.
It's kind of hard to get the scale of these ships sometimes. Especially with like something like the Federal Corvette, my main combat ship. It's very maneuverable, even though it's about the same size as this thing. These things are like... how big, actually? I should look this up. This ship that I'm flying right now, 192 meters long. So probably about the size of a destroyer. Big ships.
Docking request granted.
I dare not boost.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Oh. Did I forget to pay the fine? Either that or I get a new one. Alright, so just... I completely forgot about this. Mostly titanium and steel now. I think I'll just get to those two.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging.
Access to the docking bay is by authorization only.
Front assist off.
Access granted. Make your way to landing pad 10.
Oh. Okay, made it through.
Landing gear deployed.
Sometimes I'm tempted to switch to a Type 9. It has about the same cargo capacity, but the shields are just so bad on that thing. Same with the straight line speed.
Contact. Engaging pad restraints. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
I guess it doesn't really matter which one I start with.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
started overheating a little bit. The jump drive, the FSD, generates a lot of heat, and that was close to a star. So combining those, not good. The ship has heat sinks though, so in situations like that I can pop a heat sink and it'll cool me down. Much cheaper than the repairs that would follow overheating. The boost was a bit stronger than I expected. Oh, and there's another fine for sliding over to the other pads. Halfway done. So it's this time remaining 26 days, almost 27. For the first thing, whether you build an outpost or a full-fledged station in a system, you only get 4 weeks. I mean, if only 4 weeks, it's plenty of time. But for anything after that, there's no time limit. It's just so that stuff gets built instead of like just being left unbuilt and then no one else can put anything there. So they prevented that from happening. I think my first outpost, I just like did all of that in one day, just straight up hauling cargo for like 8 or 10 hours straight. Not very healthy. But here we are again. Kind of surprising that there's only been one person around this time. I guess I typically see more of them going to like places with CMM composites, and I'm not going to those places anymore. Maybe that's why.
Via Kilo Romeo Echo. This is an Alliance starport. Please request docking permission prior to landing. Request approved. Clear to land on pad 10.
Wonder if I can pay the fine off here.
Contact. Engaging pad restraints.
No.
Welcome to our starport, Commander.
Maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints disengaged. Allow for oncoming traffic in the access corridor.
Let's hope I don't hit this guy. Alright.
Flight assist off. Frameshift drive charging.
Clear of the station perimeter. We look forward to your return, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
I think this will be the last run for me. I need to do something else. Don't want to burn myself out with this again. This is like, this game is I've been playing this for probably 9 years or so at this point, and like, it's kind of on and off. Like, sometimes I'll just leave the game for a couple months and come back a while later, but I always come back to this. Yeah, I've been at this for like a couple hours at this point. And I think I might need a break from the hauling. I'll probably continue this tomorrow though. We will see if I got time.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Let's see where we leave off though. 54%. Not bad. I started at like, I think it was 10% today. I did a couple of runs before starting the stream. So, thank you for dropping by. I hope the space trucking has been enjoyable. I will continue this later. For now, goodbye.